Hi interitum dieris Griffon Skaven Creative Pain Ghostly Clam. How are you all today? Anemi as well, and Winter. My bad, had to scroll up. But yes, how are you all today? How is today treating you? Hello there, lovely lady. Hello to you too. Morning, cute morning. Wanted to tell you to heart your face, queen. Why? But thank you, I appreciate it. Just always got to respond weirdly. Today is not the day. You just wanna chill in peace and do your thing. But apparently you're forced to socialize. How is Q though? How are they gonna plan to force you to socialize? Like if you need an excuse not to go, I can help you. Yes, Q is Hi Somberlane, how are you today? Because you are just amazing. Thank you. Yes, Q is kind of feeling like I should make 5 more pots of coffee and never sleep again. Like, if somebody wants to dance nightmares with me, I would very much like to do so. Excuse me, but how in the hell could you stop your mom forcing you to socialize with her? I have ideas. Very good ideas. And part of them come from Finn. But sadly, they are stuff that I'm not allowed to say on a stream, according to my own rules. So I can message later. Tried as usual. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. I do hope that your day gets better. You said face. No, I did not. Depends on what they were. Or at least I wasn't supposed to say face. A Finn. Ah. Person in the community, yes. Let me actually message to you it immediately before I forget. So. Hopefully I send it to you and not on somewhere else. Dear Lord. You want coffee and also to listen to new Hate Forest EP, which you will do when you get home. Ooh, do tell afterwards it was good. How's the weather up there? Still roasting. Yep, 23 Celsius at the moment. Coffee isn't helping. Aww. Well, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. More coffee. Oh. No, it was just like some of the things that Finn has told me to say, like when my parents are visiting and I'm not wanting to see them, he's like, hey, these are the lines that you could say, and it's like, can't say that, but good idea. How is winter? Is it warm there? Warmer than here. It's gonna be 47 there today. 37, still. Way too fucking much. Way too fucking much. Going to see a dental specialist in a few hours to check out your wisdom teeth and stuff. Okay, well, I wish you the best luck. Hopefully it goes as well as possible. That technically could work if it was anyone else's. 10 euros. She would just insist meeting you even harder so she could lecture you about not doing that kind of stuff. But instead, growing up, being adult finally, and getting yourself a wife to settle down with. Well, then say that you have a date with your future wife, so sorry, too busy or something. But then you would have to like socialize afterwards, or she would insist on meeting and be like, oh, let me tell you how you get a wife for yourself or something. I don't fucking know. Parents are scary. 37, not 47. Still, ew. Maggie, there. Humidity is way up. Ew. 25 feels too hot already. The payer terminal at work had to run out of battery. Good time and awkward when there were customers who had to pay. Oh no. But you're here to enjoy watching you to do things and enjoy your rare smiles. Proceeded. Then the Spanish Inquisition about his wife. Exactly. So like, there is only one option left. Just tell her that you have a diarrhea, you can't come. Simply. Like, can't do. Oh no, you will never tell her if you have a date, not even jokingly. You know her twin has a grandkids, but she doesn't. If she hears even remotely that you would have any game going on with anyone, she wouldn't leave you or the woman alone before you have introduced them to each other. Yeah, I was going to like say that I can be as like cute as a joke girlfriend, but somebody who wants grandchildren, yeah, I think they would not like me. Not even as a joke. Like, yeah, about that. No. Uh-uh. Yeah, best not to. Mm-hmm. The sport there is Inquisition. Exactly. Like, my parents have let go of that thought though. Like, no one has been complaining for a long moment that they don't have any grandchildren. They're just happy with Anubis and two sausage doggos, which is pretty fucking awesome, not gonna lie. And even after that, it would be that non-stopping. So, when you two are having kids, do it sooner rather than later. Biological clock is ticking. You two are old enough, just settle down. Who's gonna take care of you two when you are older, etc.? Yeah, that 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 sounds like something that was a few years back still, I think, but now not anymore, thank God. But yeah, I definitely can understand why would you not even remotely mention towards any that direction, guys. Yep, he looks stunning. Oh, thank you. Well, that kind of, just sorta. I'm one of those people who might have caused some trolling situations. Just a tad bit. When, like, who was it? Like a family friend or something like that was asking, like, oh, when you and your boyfriend are gonna get children or something like that. This is back in the time when I was still together with my ex a couple of years ago. And like they were asking, so when are we getting children? And I was like, what do you mean when? We have a we have a baby at home. And they got excited. They were like, oh, please show me baby pics. Like, that's so awesome. And then I showed them pictures of our cat. And they were very disappointed. Apparently that doesn't count. What do you mean? That cat was my baby. What do you fucking mean? You saw flashbacks while you were reading his message. Yeah. So nowadays, like, if people ask, like, have you thought about getting children or anything like that, and just like showing picture, like mentioning that, well, I have a baby boy, Anubis, and they're like, oh my goodness, are you a single mother? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a single mother. Like, what do you mean? And then showing them pictures of Anubis, and they are like, he's a baby boy. What's your favorite goth band? That's a good question. I think, well, I love Sisters of Mercy, but I think currently Clan of Xymos is the one that I'm currently listening most. But Children, Children, what? Not Children of the Dark. They freaking Sisters of Mercy is like the most closest to my heart. But Clan of Xymos is currently something that I keep looping over and over and over again. Cats babies. Animal babies. It's kind of disturbing that they did not question that you could have gotten pregnant, restated, and delivered, and they had heard nothing firm. You like old school goth, yes. Oh no, you need to tell this in Finnish for reasons. Joskus tein samoin tädin kysellessä baarissa asiasta, joskus 7 vuotta sitten, kun olin vielä kihloissa. Vastauksessa ei käynyt, että yksi lapsi on, mutta se on jossain naisten klinikan roskiksessa vissiin. Meinas käydä fyysiseksi ja meinas aiheuttaa kurmuutuksen mulle, kun ympärillä olevat ymmärsi väärin tilanteen. This is like one of those situations. If you don't want to hear the answer, don't fucking question. What favorite old school goth band? And you're bad if you're asking too many questions. I got to say, I honestly don't remember the names of them. Like, because my name memory sucks ass. Like, big fucking time. So that's why I have linked my Spotify on the info, but also if you want to check out all the bands that I listen to, go there and find. Or what? Because like, you tell me band, and I'm like, I have no idea, like, never heard of this. And then you play me a song, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know actually this whole album, and yeah, this is when they made these and these and these, and their lyrics go this way. So like, yeah, my name memory is just fucking god awful. Hair and makeup look on point today also. Oh, thank you. Hi Rose, how are you today? Yes, yeah, that doesn't help. Like, my name memory sucks ass. Like, it's really fucking bad. Only at that point when I hear the song, I'm like, yeah, I listen to these. I know multiple songs from them. Memory is like goldfish, not with bands though. If you had $1 for every time I heard you do that. Like, currently, it feels like there is only a certain amount of band names that fit in my head. Like, a really certain amount of band names that fit in my head. But then when it comes to song lyrics, it hasn't like fully gotten too much yet. Like, it seems like I still can. Do you play songs on your stream? I do not, because DMCA is a thing and I would prefer not to get it angry. Hi Nachoholic, how are you today? Need to free up space. Remember things, but you'll store it somewhere in the back and forget about it until someone or thing makes you remember it. Fair. Fun fact, goldfishes leave incredible memory compared to their brain size. They can remember stuff for 6 months and some specific details for years. Yep. She's not kidding. If she hears the song, she can tell you all sorts of info if you just name the band she's lost. So it's like, it's always Bauhaus. I do remember Bauhaus, but it's not my favorite. No. Like, I actually learned to only like Bauhaus very recently. I have always been more of a Sisters of Mercy type of person. Bauhaus took, let's just say, 10 extra years to get used to, I'd say. Nowadays I like them, but earlier it felt too, I don't know, light for my taste. Isn't that the story chain? Yes. Which is maybe the reason why I remember it. And plus, because a lot of people are always like, when you mention that you're goth, they are like, do you listen to Bauhaus? And I'm like, not fan of them. Well, nowadays I can say different, but like back in the time when I said like, I'm not a fan of them, they were like, oh, well, you are not goth then. I'm like, okay, so how about all the other goth bands that I listen? Well, they don't count, you don't listen to Bauhaus. Fine, okay. Sisters of Mercy will be touring near you this fall. You're desperately trying to make it. I hope that you manage to get the tickets. I really hope so. That would be awesome. Hi Mies, how are you today? And hi Ogorki, how are you? I was always joking about having a bad memory. Well, not really a joke. Exactly. Exactly. You good? Happy to hear? Right, let's see. What is this game about? So this is once again some smaller horror game. So I have no idea what is it about. It has been exactly a year since we parted ways with Anastasia. She left without saying anything, just turned off her phone. When I came to the cafe where she worked, the manager told me not to try to find her anymore. Yesterday, I found a strange email in my inbox. Dun, dun, dun. But Peter Murphy is cough. Tune that cough. Don't turn off your computer. Fucking boop. You could, it's your day off, but of course you're awake when you could sleep. Oh, well, I hope that you enjoy your day off. Hello, I can't explain to you right now what happened to me. It would take too much time. Just know one thing, I didn't abandon you. They kidnapped me. I wrote 3 emails, hoping at least one of them will reach you. Time is running out. I am at... Do you remember when we met at the cafe and jokingly came up with a password for emergencies? Orchid. Yours, Anastasia. Right? No, Peter, ain't you learning? Yeah, you are just giving me a name. I don't like. I mean it. My name memory is bad. I won't know who you are talking about. Like, I seriously won't. No matter how much I want. Like, where is the horror game about parents asking about kids? Mm-hmm. Should be a good day. Got a few house projects you want to complete. Ooh, hopefully they go well. Reminds you of you with black metal and lace purple bands. Ah, you don't gatekeep like that. Almost every evening, secretly, I sneak to this dock. I gaze into the distance for a long time, hoping to see someone. Many days there is no one on the horizon. I need to somehow signal for help. Old newspaper. Lovely. But yes, it's once again a small horror game that is made by... We actually came up with password, only we knew it. So it means that Anastasia was definitely mentioned in the letter and she needs my help. By touching, I can see out space. Okay. That's not weird at all. How is the game volume compared to my voice? Good, bad, horrible? Well, that's actually okay. Sounds great. Good to hear. Wait, Ross, did you already answer? How are you? Okay, super scary trash can. Gotcha. I do not remember how I got here. It feels like I have been here forever. Every day I'm looking for a way to escape. Terrible things are happening here. Might head right back to bed. Yeah, tired as fuck still. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Well, if you do, I hope you sleep well, sweet dreams. Good to see you even for a small moment. This piggy scared me to death, but what happened to it? A skinless exploding pig. Mm-hmm. Gatekeeping is absolutely ridiculous. You have gone to see a Mayhem concert and a Billie Eilish concert. Within weeks of each other. Music is music. People should enjoy what they enjoy. People claim you could be a fan of both. Why not? Like, for fuck's sake. You can listen whatever you want. And no one can fucking stop you from it. Oh god, it's so cold here. It feels like my eyes are turning as hard as glass. I can't bend my fingers. Like, I listen to quite a big variety of different music. Mostly goth, metal, and everything in between. But, like... I don't know. Why you got the gatekeep? You can't like these both. Well... Sure, okay, do you only like one band then? Hmm? Never seen a more depressing painting. How is it? Oh. That's backwards, alright. Creepy painting depicts a forest, okay. Let's stop with the golf question. What's your favorite horror movie? Favorite horror movie? That's a hard question because I'm very critical towards every kind of horror movies and games. Like, I do really like the Aliens and the... What is it called? I would still put Pan's Labyrinth in the horror category, even though it's categorized as a drama here, because of how the Pale Man is made in there. Like, I really do like it. That's freaking awesome. But yeah, when it comes to horror, is it movie or a game, I'm very fucking picky with it. 1366 AK. Okay. Would say pants is horror. Okay, yeah, here it was categorized as trauma. So that's why I say like. I just watched the trailer for the new Nosferatu. That's gonna be incredible. I am worried because I really like the original Nosferatu. Yeah, that would probably be one of the favorites, to be honest. So I'm worried that they will do it. Like, the trailer looked good, but I'm worried that, you know, that they ruin it since a lot of remakes have recently been, who wrote these characters and what do they mean? My eyes are starting to hurt when I look. Going back to bed, big hugs and love. Thank you for stopping by, Horace, appreciated. Sleep well, sweet dreams. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so it's now night time.
Fetch me their souls!
I like how they didn't show him fully. Oh wow. Music notebook. This is another Anastasia notebook. She was here. You should not have come here. She never loved you. There is proof in the next house. Okay. I have full faith in Robert Eggers' movie, which was the masterpiece. The thing is, like, I would like to trust people in that, but I just don't dare to. Because, like, I'm just worried. What if they're ruining, you know? And well, Bram Stoker's Dracula is awesome. It has that new IT clown guy. I dislike that. Is that very big? Like, I am sorry, but knew it was shit. Like, it really was shit. No, it was the fucking jump scare fest. Like, ooh. Like, I do like the original one because it was eerie, it was creepy, and all that. And the new one is just full of jump scare after jump scare after jump scare, and it's a fucking dancing harlequin and not a freaking clown anymore. If someone tells you what you all love to do in any capacity, you laugh at them. You laugh harder when they try to tell you, well, you are this or you can't be that, as you have no wish to be showed into any category. Finally you can relate. You have 4 chairs, so you can't sit on all chairs at once. Maybe you should think about whether you are making the right choice. Have you separated? Maybe you shouldn't look for her. Please jump scare me, kids. 4 chairs. Maybe you should... And they assume that I remember or know which one I got to sit down. Wait, bleep, bloop, bloop. Awesome. How many skeletons do you have? I don't think that's an answer I should answer, because I do not know who you would tell it. This game has some weird audio so far. Piece of letter from Anastasia. She tried to write a letter. Oh, fuck. You know. Obviously all of them are plastic. Strange doll made of dry branches. This game, yeah. Couldn't fall asleep. Oh, well, hopefully managed to sleep better than the next night. You do feel on too many horror movies rely on too much on jump scares. Some are okay, but there is too much too. That's why you appreciate Robert Eggers so much. He paints a much more psychological terror. Okay. That's a cool thing. Yeah, because like it goes same with the horror games as well. Like they are trying to put.
Why did you come here? Why are you staring at me?
It's a fucking
But
AI.
wait, I see you found one of my dolls. Listen to me.
Yeah, but
15
like
years ago,
it goes for
I was
horror
a
games as well.
craftsman.
They are relying way too much on jump scares.
made shoes
Or
and
if it's
baskets
not
out of
jump
willow.
scares, then it's gore.
One day, a person in a hood approached me. I couldn't see his face, but his voice was cold and empty. He asked he would buy all of my goods and even give me a bag of gold. I had to bring him a doll made from human suffering. Each branch signifies the pain of loss or death. He gave me a week to do it, but if I didn't, he fulfill his request. He promised that I would envy the people I killed. I had to kill for people, but I couldn't make the required doll.
Couldn't.
And since then, I am doomed to pain and hatred.
If you can
Bring me to more pieces,
infiltrate
and
someone's
I will
mind
show you
and
the
take
way
a grip,
out.
and there is as a horror director, you have succeeded.
And since then, I am doomed to pain and hatred.
I'll try checking the house again, okay. This must be the exit, I need to open this gate. Okay. Okay. Like, sure. Oh, a computer generated voice. Haven't heard that one in a while. That was quite a dance. Everyone just goes kaboom. Anastasia's hairpin. Where is she? How long has it been since I last saw her? Those are the types of horror movies that are most memorable. The ones that haunt you for long after the credits. Not gonna lie, so far this game feels like an average fever dream. Yep. Where did it come from? Who wrote these characters and what do they mean? My eyes are starting to hurt when I look. Yeah, it's like when you get the cheaper horror games, you never know what they are. Okay. It's the exploding piggy. Pig, listen to me carefully. There is no time to explain. Run forward and do not look back. Not the best effort you have ever seen. Where did you come from, Katana? Unfortunately, you died. Oh, okay, so that explains. So I was actually supposed to run, and it wasn't one of those games that tell you to. Alright, let's see. 1434. Okay, so at least there is saves. I'd say that's a positive. Don't spoil anything for anyone, but who has not seen movie Saint Maud? But that ending was absolutely phenomenal and psychologically well done. I have no idea what movie that is. I'm on the right track. I need to figure out how to open the other side. Kill and get what you desire or rescue. water. Water. Where do I get water? They kill people cruel and merciless. They force me to look at it. It seems to me that someday Tail will kill me too, but the worst thing is that no one will know about it. Let me pick up the candy. This is Anastasia's favorite candy. Who marks candies? I don't know. Highly recommended. It might be even something that I have seen, but I haven't just... Well, as I said earlier, my name memory sucks. I don't know, but I'm gonna go and find a chair closer to it in case. That scared you, same. But yes, I moved the chair closer to it, so if I have to run there and poke it with the stick, I can. But still, like, why is it doing something now? Like, there is... nothing is on. And why would it say it's just once? You know? That fucking fire alarm has now caused me multiple heart attacks. There has been no fish here for a long time. I come here just to relax. It's calmer here and the noise in my head becomes quieter. Okay, so like she can also fish in the middle of this thing without any issue. Warning, something hot is too close to the alarm. But there is nothing hot in the fucking ceiling. Unless it's a fucking goddamn demon or something. Is it battery operated? I think we had discussion before. I don't know, I think it's not battery operated. The Village of Judgment.
And since then, I am doomed to pain and hatred.
Oh, and pain and hatred. If it's battery operated, the battery may be dying, that's why he was asking. Yeah, I assume so. You will have to take a close-up shot of it and post it on the Discord. It might be better. Can do. Smart Gladiator is more of a jump scare than the scary game, honestly feels true. It is. How do we fucking rescue that dude? The music doesn't feel like at all like a horror game. The atmosphere isn't exactly like a horror game either. Like, empty inside. It's empty here. Back doesn't hurt anymore, so happy about that. Okay, that is good news. Take your time. But to be fair, if it starts to make that type of noise, then it would make more sense that it turns out to be a, you know, I need to find a bottle. That it's battery operated. But if it's not battery operated, then I will be very fucking scared. Like, why does it make noises? Where the fuck is that fucking bottle? And why we can't use like a fucking kettle or something? Why we got to use exactly a bottle? Also, there was freaking cups. Why we can't use cups? There's water in this bottle. I need to take it. Oh, he got out on his own. He seems he's sleeping. Or he's dead. With great effort I got it out. And now he disappeared. Okay.
I see you found all of my dolls. I hope you didn't kill anyone in the process. You just had to find them. I know, you have a lot of questions. But you only open your mouth and no sound comes out. I can see red lips, but I think I can help you. I will open the gates for you at the end of the road. Well, that's it. Thank you and get lost. From there, it's up to you. I really don't know why you came here. Well, that's it. Thank you and get lost.
Alright, AI mushroom. I don't think that's the case. If it was due to the battery dying, it would be more consistent PP. That acid. His voice. Car key. For the rituals, I need to find him. Find who? Him. I thought we are finding her. Oh, sure. So, Jay told me it's clear that the elements make it weird and kinda sad funny. Alfred says when you win big and you win more, they're gonna sue you. Just counter-sue them though. Don't back up. The key fit, but the lock is stuck. Pulling the key won't work either. Diary of Anastasia. Unfortunately, all entries in it are old. Oh look, it's the exploding piggy. Door needs a key, okay. They are taking me somewhere. This may be the last post I write. It's so stupid to die. My favorite customer, how are you today? Need to bring a doll collected from human suffering. What a sick bastard. Couldn't he come up with anything better? I don't know, and I don't want to know. Just really fucking confused about everything, like, what the fuck? Right. So confused once again, like what the fuck are we even trying to do? You don't know that the howling sounded like a first phone recording from very oh no. Ring of the Rosie, probably. Okay. Piece of puzzle. Okay, we get damage from bats. Piece of puzzle. Oh, that tries to freaking kill us. Piece of puzzle. Piece of puzzle. have come such a long way and returned to me. Too bad I don't know what you need. Judging by your wander back and forth. You are looking for something. It's in vain. There is no gold or treasure in here. I have several questions about this. But who am I to dissuade you? Oh no, you get to go to lurk mode now. Hopefully I'll see you later. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you for the lurk and good luck. Hopefully we indeed see you later again. The lake is cursed, the forest is cursed, and the souls are cursed. If you seek solitude, pain, or death, you have come to the right place. Otherwise, go back home. Why are you still standing? Get lost, go home faster. Well, you are a stubborn guy. Luke, I warned you. I will open you the way. But remember my words, the further you go, the more dangerous the road becomes. Too bad I don't know what you need. Remember my blah blah blah. Why are they fighting? Four stick figures. Right. The exploding piggy is back. Again, this pig looks like it's showing me the way. Boris the Piglet is a very attractive, active pet. The owner said that he had gained enough weight. On Wednesday they roasted him, but after taking him off the skewer, he came back to life. The owner said it was work of a ghost. Okay. Patient 1366. Name Anastasia, age 21 years old. Symptoms indifferent, lack of motivation, depressive state. Diagnosis severe form of anhedonia. Okay. First craftsman, he was an idiot from the start, and remains so. Becoming a mushroom didn't change him, but he got me the dolls I needed, so let him live for now. I won't kill him yet. Freaking teleporting statue. Hello.
Thank you for rescuing me. They wanted me to suffer for 3 days and 3 nights. I wanted to escape, but it didn't work out.
Oh.
I know you're looking for a girlfriend. A girl with the beautiful name Anastasia. He said she did something wrong and will be punished. That she will turn into a pig and suffer. I am sorry, there's probably nothing that can be done. I think the transformation has already happened. I hardly remember anything. You need to hurry, or he will. He will separate you, detach you from your body.
Green thing painted there. Dark and hard to see, but also seems to be a forest painted. Weird statue. Okay. There's nothing in here. Never seen more depressing painting. We are live on air. The whole world is watching us. Are you ready? Quest is looking for his girlfriend. Can you imagine it? Ha ha ha. What a weirdo. But she is still not here. Ha ha ha. Look, maybe she's in that bucket. Oh, who do we have here? Well, it's definitely not your girlfriend. Although he is also a cutie. Maybe you should take him. Where are you going? Are you leaving already? Let's have a few more broadcasts. Watch their eyes, see how they enjoy it. Okay.
Look at them happy skeletons.
Thank you for the subscription, I appreciate it. That AI reading is something else. So I'm not sure Anastasia found it or still finding. Cheers to the 27 months. Oh, thank you for the sub. Yeah, we haven't found her yet. Nothing in there. Upend. Could you like not fucking body block me, you weird thingy? The whole world saw you. Well, that's awesome. Them walls got eyes. Apparently. When the sorcerer died, the roof of his house was removed, so that the soul could leave the house. Okay. Food for the sorcerer? Yes. This is a bracelet that I gave to Anastasia for her birthday a long time ago. Okay. There's one part missing, we need to find it. Right. Freaking body blocker. Alright, so it's one of these. Referral offer for rite of separation, calling saddened and darkened. Purpose of separation, Boris the Big. Inspection result cleaned. There are no scratches or abrasions. Okay. But he was actually Boar. Apparently, yeah. Anastasia's come. Perhaps I will be able to find her before the ritual takes place. Her hair was there. Maybe it was all in vain. Maybe she really left me. All this campfire speak. Maybe this is all an evil joke.
Nom 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 nom.
No, she wouldn't do that. I have to find her. No way out. I need to figure out how to get to the other side. Well, this definitely goes to the same category with the Unswotti and those other mini horror games where you are like, what the fuck am I playing?
Queen, it is time to hydrate.
No, the annoying statue has left us. That's awesome. As in made by Finns. No, one of them was, but not all of them. As far as I know. I think the Dread Eggs collection is just a small developer groups doing games together or something like that. Horror game, except it's just you trying to calculate your taxes. Yes. When I landed, I was breathless and I might have missed something. Might have missed something. Again, these dolls. Okay. So we found a doll. Another one. Need to find them all. Where did it come from? This is Anastasia's mirror. How could I have not noticed it? Not at all. Hey Hesse, how are you today? Well, he's cute. You're really getting on my nerves. You invaded sacred land and walk around as if you are at home. I have made it clear to you many times that you should leave. But no, you are as stubborn as a ram. It's lucky for you that you are still alive. It really honors me. I don't see a soul in your eyes. That's why I can't kill you. Apparently a part of your mind remained on the shore when you arrived here. Strong memories hold it there, in the past. But we'll fix that now. And then I'll kill you and tear you apart. Looks like someone interrupted him, but I was moments away from death. It's the coffee mug for the rescue. Anastasia's mug. I had one just like it, but I accidentally broke it. Coffee? That was something. But yes, how is Hesse today? How is today treating you? Coffee bear? That was in my cup. But you're doing good. Food is ready and the sauna will be burning soon. Oh, that sounds pleasant. Enjoy. You break regular games 24/7. You press X to doubt for this game will be far any better. Mm-hmm. Hi Finn, how are you today? Freaking seagulls. Some rock. And the music isn't horror games. Like this is lacking everything. Like it isn't scary, it isn't eerie. The music is just calm, piano music in the background. I guess the story is like okay, maybe. And I don't really know. Just think about you don't talk to a freaking talking mushroom. With AI in it. So, I don't really know. How would you be able to tell if this game is broken? My thoughts exactly. You called them. You made some toast, oven baked bacon, wieners, and some baked beans and mushrooms for breakfast. Sounds damn good. And now the bats are trying to kill us. Why? I don't know. Anastasia is still alive. I'll try to turn off these crystals. What fucking crystals? You managed to save your girlfriend, Anastasia. The piggy is also in there. You have managed to, together you headed to the boat dock. After deactivating the crystals, the life force left the ghost. The uncertainty wouldn't be enough to tell what you have to endure. So we decided to sit here and wait. The journey back went unnoticed and without adventures. And there is no reason to separate again. She had been waiting for this meeting. And in the whole world there is no unit of measurement. To quote how long you waited for this meeting. And now everything will be fine for you. I'm just wondering if the bad ending... Oh, it freaking crashed. Or more like froze. Nice. That was some cheap shit. Yeah, I think it was like under €2 horror game. Yep, it fucking broke. Well. Guess we have to kill it manually. Alright. I had another one of similar. Where is it? Where is the other game? Oh, I'll have to install it, okay. Let's hope it doesn't crash the stream. And meanwhile we are installing that. I'll open the game back up. Now my PC is gonna fly away. And we put this one on. Because I'm wondering, like, so save data. Oh, okay, so it saves on like very close to. So I want to check out one thing. Like, if you get killed here. Did you do it? Did you find Anastasia? Yeah, and we managed to save her. But apparently there is an achievement of getting the bad ending, so I'm gonna test out if by dying we get the bad ending, you know. Unfortunately you died. Okay, so I think the only way of getting the bad ending is then probably connected to that we need to kill that one dude earlier in the game. Yeah, I think it's something like that, that we have to go and kill the other dude who we saved earlier. I think so. Okay. We'll do that another time. And we are installing another one. Let's see how it goes. Let's check out if it's on this Switch even. Looks like it. Yeah, so another small horror game. I'm not entirely sure what is it about. At least it seemed to have a better reviews than the Finding Anastasia. The Finding Anastasia didn't have shitty reviews. It's just mostly people were complaining about how the game ran. But how is Q doing today? I'm not sure. Not too great. Like sleeping last night was one of those sleeps where I kinda think about making 5 more pots of coffee and never sleeping again type of thing. And that freaking nightmares on top of nightmares, like layered nightmares pretty much. So lovely. Also, I'm worried that the freaking fire alarm system is gonna go beep again. I'm scared of the living shit out of me. Because I did it earlier, and now I'm scared of it. I think it's evil, or possessed, or something like that. I told me it was a smaller game, but it seems like it wasn't a small game. So it might be a bigger game than I expected it to be. Oh well. Let's see if it's gonna break everyone's ears or something. Most likely. Oh, also about today's stream. So we're gonna stream a shorter amount today at the moment, and then possibly, well, of course, still depending on the skeleton, if he makes it out of the work in time, we will have another stream later today. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you for the hack, I appreciate it. Ooh. Fancy. Right, it's ready. I am very sorry if anyone's ears get exploded because of the game, because Windows has decided that every time when I open a new game, it's 100% automatically. So we'll see. Bloop. Right. Maybe I just don't touch those at all. It's sad that you're not sorry, Mr. Game Conclusion. No. There's a horrible storm. I've never seen anything like that. I've been lucky to find this shelter. Hi Radix, how are you today? Okay, muted, but Seiki looks stunning. Have a great stream. Oh, thank you. Even though you can't hear me. Okay, that looks like pretty horrible already. Okay, so we can't run. Gotcha. What's happened here? Somebody is painting the walls red, I think. A family photo. Some creepy codes. It doesn't work. Yeah. That's a big house. Nothing interesting. What do you fucking mean? There was spooks. Someone threw strawberry jam on the wall. Yeah, the color at least is similar. It's too dark. Hey, Loki, how are you today? How goes the pro gaming today? We completed already one game. And now we are on the another one. That's chromophone was possessed. Yep. Missing part. Need something to remove the blank. Sounds like someone is having a really bad hangover and is screaming while puking. Yep. That is how will Ilogi. Only death can save. Oh, that's lovely. It's blocked alright. What was that? Yeah, I would say this one already has more atmosphere than the other one had. Yeah, a key. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Column. Hello. Call the phone. Oh, skull. No. Like, this one seems to have more atmosphere than the last game. It doesn't work. Well, sucks to be me, I guess. Okay, well, stay there. Congrats, you missed. Sorry you missed that. You was looking through a giant stack of novels and making coffee. No worries, it's fine. No worries at all. I appreciate you stopping by. Find the missing keys. So we found a key and we're supposed to find a door. And hi, Music Man, how are you today? Curious, kinda like the nightmares were some next level shit. Again, and don't exactly feel like sleeping ever again. And proceeds to play horror games. Okay. Why does it make horrible noise and shakes the cameras and such, like super scary? Oh. Like sure. It's blocked. Oh, there it is. Who needs sleep? Apparently not you. Sorry to hear that, Q. Hope it gets better. Yeah. Doesn't seem like. Maybe one day, you know?
It's locked, all right.
Yoinks. We probably have to come back here and turn the lights on from here. Oh my goodness, that is scary. Loud noise and shaking camera. Scary, right? Exactly. Ah. It's blocked, alright. I'm supposed to remember. Oh, there it is. And that's probably a jump scare again. Hello, creepy. How is that sprinting? Oh. Press left to walk faster, I guess. And there is a monster in that room. Boop. Not anymore. Right, okay. Flashlight, press F to equip. Alright. Why we cannot pick up that one? Only death can save you. How am I supposed to find anything in here with this flashlight? Does not work. I guess we are supposed to find again one of the dark rooms that I already forgot where they are. Like here. Look at that creepy fucker. Hey TV, why is it moving? Like, guess we are trying to find something, but what exactly are we trying to find? Also, why cannot we pick up that sword and use it to remove the blanks or something? I would like that. Would be nice. Even with all the jump scares, this game is already better than the last one, yeah. You need a key. I know. Where the fuck do I find a key is my question. Nothing that I need. Does not work. Collection of books. A large collection of books. A family photo. Wait, was this? I think it was open already before. Okay. I need a key and something to remove the blanks with. I like that painting. The one in straight ahead. It looks nice, far away. large collection of books. Wouldn't call that a large collection of books. I own more books. And my collection is small amount of books. Nothing that I know. You have a bigger stack of books on your desk than that. So by that definition, if that was a large collection of books, then I have a library at home. Which would be fucking life goals, but... Sounds like it's running out of power beep. Okay. I have a question then. If I now go and touch it and poke it, will it start go more beep 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 beep? Me and you two want the library at home. You're somehow starting a huge section of sci-fi and fantasy. There's a chance, yes. Wait till the stream ends, yeah. Like, we are playing a horror game, and the horror game is freaking chilling. Like, it's all fine and relaxing, and then the fucker in the ceiling is the scary part. Like, I am legit afraid of that fucker in the ceiling that is making horrible noises. That makes me anxious. See you, well, good for you. You can unplug it during the stream, just don't forget to fix it afterwards. Yeah, but that's the thing, like, I don't know how I will manage to get it out of there. Like, I don't know how to unplug it, so it might take a long while for me to figure out how to do that, you know? Also, hi Sanguflema, how are you today? Like, I genuinely don't know how to unplug it, because I have never seen that model before, so it might take a while, and I'm worried, honestly, that it starts to go more beep 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 beep. Which terrifies me. Look for 3 special keys. Well, we've got 1. I'm melting from heat and ate too much kebab. So sleepy, but all good. Oh, well, I'm happy to hear that. All good. Yeah. I need to put something in there. Gotcha. Point out that there is no such a thing as too much a kebab. Murder, murder, murder. Oh, you have called a crowbar. Ooh. Pretty sure you'll, for the next few hours legally, a cow. And that's how much kebab you ate. Missing part, okay. You have special key. Now how far it threw me? Oh, not far, okay. Then I don't care. A mannequin army. Because remember, obviously we are always afraid of mannequins. It's a nice hat. Oh, there is a key. Well, hello to you too. Okay, so we are back at here. Some kind of mechanism. And we needed the 3 special keys or something. Okay, we are missing one. Hi Cheese, how are you today? Yeah, my deepest fear. I'll spår där inne. Okay. If you say you are not the sporter, I believe you. I have keys. Okay, great. Eight legs means 4 hugs at once. Okay, I have coffee number 2. Feeling slightly more civilized. Nice. I am happy to hear that. Scary. It's quite a sinister. It was loud, so it was scary, right? Yes, very scary. I am super scared. Unfortunately, running out low on coffee. Need to go out later to get some more. Oh. The fucking perfect time, I think. Plus, we can't sprint all the time. Hi, Dead Prover, how are you today? You have also decided to treat yourself a fancy coffee as well. Ooh, oh my. So that one apartment is actually shared with a bunch of other people, so that's scary. Wait, what? Stamina? Oh no, it's just like, it simply doesn't let me run. Like at the moment, at least. Look at the vinyl record. Lovely. The one you sent. Okay. He decided to run with that, sure. There. Yeah, let's go here. So, oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. So I'm not sure if you're comfortable with sharing an apartment with runs like that. Yeah, I did not know that it's shared, so I would say not that one then. Muutama jatkojohto. PSA, you survived and you're back. Welcome back. How did it go? Other than cheese talking stuff that doesn't make anyone go, what the fuck, cheese all over? Yeah, it's suspicious, isn't it? It's going. I completed the weird game, but now I'm also... Yeah, okay, so like, I don't know where the fuck you can even run away from them. You're behaving, come on. And then the fire alarm is like freaking me out. It's making beep every once in an hour, I think. So that is actually scaring me. So yeah, after I end the stream, I need to figure out how the fuck do I remove it without like... Well, that's the thing, I don't know, because I didn't even know if it's a battery connected device, you know? That's the issue, because we thought that it's not the battery. So it's scary. I don't like it. Which also means that if the battery is dead, I need to go outside and find the batteries. No, UPS sound would be left of me. That is up. Plus it would be like way nicer beep, to be honest. Like it would be lesser terrifying beep with the UPS. Beep boop beep beep. It's more like meep. Where that one is a horrible beep. The beep means battery low. It will keep beeping for a day or two if you don't change it. They can usually be twisted out of a socket like Coca-Cola cap. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I have changed quite a few batteries for quite a few different ones, but I have never seen one like that. That's the issue. Plus, it already caused me to get a mini heart attack when I was cooking, because it's pretty much right in top of my freaking oven. So immediately when you open it, the oven, the hot air goes up, so the fucking thing goes beep 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 beep. Hi Sam, how are you today? So I'm not too happy with it. It's a fucking shitty location for it. The kind of battery is weird one. You hate that. Well, that's the thing, like, we didn't even know if it's a battery one. Call the maintenance and tell them to fix it. Does it even, like, belong to the maintenance, or does it belong to me? Because I don't know. Where the fuck is the final piece? The fire alarm system is making beep every now and then, which is why we think now that it's running out of battery, and that's why it's making the noise, you know? You can always call them and ask. The smoke detector, yeah, those beeps suck. Mm-hmm. It does. But the thing is, it doesn't even care if it's not smoke, it's just like, oh, it's hot air. Luckily, if you break it, smoke detectors are usually really cheap, which can... It's amazing because we want people to have them. There. I just like... I'm not sure what kind of smoke detector would go in there on its behalf then. Because it's a stone ceiling, so you simply cannot just put something like whoop. But yeah, you guessed it, went well enough. Basically the whole meeting went like, hey look, you're alive, because and no jokes about being a musician and 27 now, nagging of your tattoos, noticing some new ones, and nagging even more, nagging about your hair, clothes, relationship status, shape and size, gossip all your sister, cousin, little cousin, etc., telling you she can't be bothered sitting still longer, gave you 15 and left. Okay, well, that was something then. Sounds like a very interesting visit. But you did it, no need to see her for a while. Also, it's mentioned as toughness, I will talk about the smoke detectors. Okay, so I need to figure out who the fuck to call. Because I'm not sure that I said on the stream the other day, but basically, there is multiple different info that you can call to. But only one of them is right. It's a good luck which one. So, plus I need to figure out like at what point they would come to pick it up or like do something to it. Like when could they do it as well? I don't like that kind of things. Throw the info into you and you'll figure out which one is right, you guess. Okay, I can, because I took pictures out of them all. And the thing is, like, one of them is updated in, was it 2017? So I thought that that's the correct one. Well, turns out it wasn't. None of the other ones had any kind of, like, time in it, which is like, how the fuck am I supposed to know which one is correct if you're gonna keep all of them in there? You need a key. Science, it's connected to the fire alarm system. Believe it's maintenance job to fix it. Lovely. This is why you're glad the smoke detector is tied into the power system of your apartment. Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing. We thought that it is. We thought the whole time that it is because of like how it looks like. But apparently not. So that's also great. We bought 3 of them and strapped them to the roof in every room with the strings we usually use for hand. Well, as long as it works. I guess. Siellä avaovessa pitäisi olla jonkunlainen tarmis lukee oven avauksesta vastaavan lafkan numero. Niminumero oikein järjestetty. Hinnassa sama firma vastaavan kiinteistöhuollosta. Mut kun niitä on 3. Sehän siinä on, kun niitä on 3. Ja niissä kaikissa lukee niissä 3, että se on se tyyppi, joka vastaa siitä. Tarroja. En mä ois nähnyt tarraa. Well, I guess time to go outside and figure out. Fucking hell. I'm so confused. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I think it was here. Opens electronically. No vittu, jatkakaa harjoituksia heitä striimin jälkeen, vaikka se kuvaa niille tutkinfirmat läpi, jos löytyisi joku. Yeah, I can do that, yeah. So yes, I'm slightly confused about all of this. Slightly. But also, like, I find it very weird if it is that it's the maintenance that has to come and do something about it. Because what if the maintenance is like, yeah, we're gonna, handle it in 3 days. Then it's gonna be in 3 days. Or like keep going more and more crazy about it. And then that's the extra reason for the neighbors to hate me. Because that thing ain't quiet. Yeah, can we pull it? Guess not. Yleensä vain isännöiden tarjous on puhelinnumero ja oven avauksen. Ilmoitustaulu pitäisi olla huoltofirman loppu. Niinhän sitä luulisi. Mutta katsotaan. No I've lost count of how many different companies work on the building you live in. You have the key. Glad there is always one company that handles maintenance stuff in your building. Same company deals with everything from cleaning to aerial field. Well, she's annoying as fuck. Yeah, I wish that it would be the same here, cause like, well, I think it might be one bill, like one company, but they just don't have the info for one company. They have a 3. Take your time and good luck for the phone call. Okay, well, this was interesting. Very interesting, I'd say. Not sure it necessarily in a good way, you know? More like very fucking confusing. But to be fair, this one had the better atmosphere than the other one that we played. So I guess it was something. Yeah, it was a game. It indeed was a game. Yeah. I'm trying to see if I have another one. A smaller horror game or something. Neither one were really good, you would say. They were all a little bit something. Definitely something. Maybe bigger. Because yeah, those were the games that I planned for today, so because yeah, I just thought that we'll play a couple of horror games and then, well, we'll leave it there and then go get ready for the skeleton stream, since we are planning to stream later on today with the skeleton. If he is up for it, of course, depends on. After working and living with dementia patients, finding a confused half-naked man in the middle of the night don't really face you as it should anymore. What happens? Huh? What? I think it was referred to the person running after us in the last game. Deciding whether to continue your only playthrough or start a brand new one from scratch. After 100 plus day cycle and got the trophy, wondering if you should keep going or start anew from what you have learned. I don't know, that depends on how you feel like. Kind of between about it. Not fair. Wait. It's 23, so we managed to play it for an hour. Or you could start a longer horror game and then continue it. 3.2 hours. Oh wait, that was the different one. What was the other one? Because I do have the something similar. You could click through it if I manage to figure out which one it was. Big if. It's December. Now, where is it? So it was a game that is similar, or like the name is similar to Shore. So where is it? Yep, doesn't seem like I remember the name of that game at all. Oh, there. Hour, okay. Right, you beat it again. Yes. Hey Hans, how are you today? Yeah, it's way too fucking warm. That'll do. Oh no. Guess we could install that one. Blip. It's then at least one extra game still. It's a short one, but it's cute. We could play it through. And then later today there will be some, what the fuck is it called? Escape from Backrooms or something similar like that. Starting to look at the clock, it's gonna beep again soon. Having a problem, there's sale on 32-inch Samsung monitor. You don't need it, but you want it. Why do you want it? Is it because of the sale? Dagon is died, a very good game. Have you played it? Do you think you're gonna keep on with your current playthrough and just push through and try to fix the various problems and issues of the current encampment? Could work. And remember, you can always start a new one if you feel like it doesn't work anymore. No, but it just makes you think of Oblivion. Fair. Is there any other signs that would indicate that the fire alarm is running out of batteries? Is there any other indicator for it? Red flashing light. Like an hourly beep, okay. Does it have a light? Yes, yellow or green light. Yeah, like bright green. There's a testing button on it. If you wait too long, that button won't work anymore. What does the testing button do? And yes, now I sound stupid. I know. Will it make it go beep 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 beep? Some ways to die. What does this button do? Yes. Don't push it while on stream. It will probably go nuts. Okay, because that is what I'm expecting it to do. Testing button is make it scream, and if the battery is low, the sound will be low volume or lose pitch. Okay. But then I will try it later on and scare the living shit out of my neighbors. Yes, that is exactly what I plan to do. Expect it to be very low. Loud, yes. I do expect it to be very, very fucking loud, I'm not gonna lie, because, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, it already went off for the sake of doing that, I think. Because it hates me, and I hate it.
And scary stories have been accompanying men for centuries. They have many faces and forms, but what is their purpose? Why do we enjoy being afraid so much? During our therapy, I'll try to explain.
It's Wednesday.
Queen, it is time to hydrate.
Alright. DLC, what? Starting a new game will override your previous. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yes. Dagon is a faithful interactive adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's work, focused on story and atmosphere. You will not find difficult choices, actions, sequences, or inventory management here, and movement is limited to progressing through locations along with the plot.
I am writing this under an appreciable mental strain,
How is the game
since by
volume?
tonight I shall be no more.
Modernist detectors also have a button that will make it stop yelling, and for some reason that same button on some models is used for silence mode, which will cause the detector to beep every now and then to remind you about that silent mode being active. Question. If that silent mode would be gone, accidentally put on, when would it start that beep the first time if it realizes that it's still on silent mode? Game volume is a bit on the higher side, but not that much. Okay. During the game you will find encounter blah blah blah, some of the traverse hidden, blah blah blah.
Penniless, and at the end of my supply of the drug which alone makes
some
life
hours or
endurable,
24 hours,
I can
yes.
bear the torture no longer, and shall cast myself from this garret window
Okay.
into the
So then it's
squalid
not
street
that, because it
below.
would be a week, I think.
Do not think from my slavery to morphine that I am a weakling or a degenerate. When you have read these hastily scrawled pages, you may guess, though never fully realize, why it is that I must have forgetfulness or death.
Morphine entered into use in the 19th century and was routinely administered to treat severe pain during the American Civil War 1861 to 1865 and World War I 1914 to 1918. It was also sold without restrictions until 1914. Morphine became more popular after the invention of the hypodermic syringe around 1854. Friedrich Sertuner, who first isolated the substance, originally named it morphium after Morpheus, the Greek god associated with dreams. At the time when Dagon was published, morphine abuse known as soldier's disease already posed a big problem in the United States. You can read this criteria immediately or go back to them later in the main menu. Turn on the display. Okay. Hey Tarna, how are you today?
It was in one of the most open and least frequented parts of the broad Pacific that the packet of which I was supercargo fell a victim to the German sea raider.
Press the #silencing button. It will silence the entire interconnected system. It will reset in 8 minutes, given that the smoke and debris have dispatched. You can press the hash button repeatedly until the air is clean. To end the hash period, pass the test/hash button again. Alright. Okay, got to go to work soon. I hope that you're gonna have a lovely work day. It's good to see you. Dagon was written around a month after the United States entered World War I. Lovecraft was actively interested in its curse. He composed many poems in which he gave encouragement to soldiers and commented on the events unfolding in Europe. He tried to enlist in the army, which he mentions into one of the letters to Reinhard Kleiner. Some time ago, impressed by my entire usefulness in the world, I resolved to attempt enlistment despite my almost invalid condition. I argued that if I chose a regiment soon to depart for France, my sheer nervous force, which is not inconsiderable, might sustain me till a bullet or piece of shrapnel could more conclusively or effectively dispose of me. Letters to Reinhard Kleiner, H.P. Lovecraft. But even though he passed the physical exam, his mother prevented him from going to the war. She has threatened to go to any lengths, legal or otherwise, if I do not reveal all the ills which unfit me for the army. And Providence, the life and times of H.P. Lovecraft. New Jersey. Thank you for the lurk, appreciate it.
The Great War was then at its very beginning, and the ocean forces of the Hun had not completely sunk to their later degradation. So that our vessel was made a legitimate prize, whilst we of her crew were treated with all the fairness and consideration due us as naval prisoners.
The Huns were Central Asian nomads who established a dominion in Europe and invaded the Roman Empire in the 5th century AD. They were known as brutal, deadly warriors and masters of quick raids who also developed powerful composite bows, lassos, and early siege weapons. During the World War I, the British used the word Hun as a synonym for Germans in order to emphasize their brutality. However, the term originated when the German Emperor Wilhelm II gave a speech to his troops on 27th July 1900, before they embarked to China. Should you encounter the enemy, he will be defeated. No quarter will be given. Prisoners will not be taken. Whoever falls into your hands is forfeited. Just as 1,000 years ago, the Huns under King Attila made a name for themselves, one that even today makes them seem mighty in history and legend. May the name German be affirmed by you in such a way in China that no Chinese will ever again dare to look cross-eyed at the German. The refusal to take prisoners was a clear breach of the laws and the custom of war adopted during the First Hoge Convention of 1899.
So liberal, indeed, was the discipline of our captors, that 5 days after we were taken, I managed to escape alone in a small boat with water and provisions for a good length of time. When I finally found myself adrift and free, I had but little idea of my surroundings.
It's beautiful.
Never a competent navigator, I could only guess vaguely by the sun and stars that I was somewhat south of the equator. Of the longitude, I knew nothing, and no island or coastline was in sight.
Do we have loot in here? What a horrible boat. No loot.
The weather kept fair, and for uncounted days I drifted aimlessly beneath the scorching sun, waiting either for some passing ship or to be cast on the shores of some habitable land.
Explore around.
But neither ship nor land appeared, and I began to despair in my solitude upon the heaving vastness of unbroken blue. The change happened whilst I slept. Its details I shall never know, for my slumber, though troubled and dream-infested, was continuous. When at last I awoke, it was to discover myself half sucked into a slimy expanse of hellish black mire, which extended about me in monotonous undulations as far as I could see, and in which my boat lay grounded some distance away. Though one might well imagine that my first sensation would be of wonder at so prodigious and unexpected a transformation of scenery, I was in reality more horrified than astonished. For there was in the air, and in the rotting soil, a sinister quality which chilled me to the very core. The region was putrid with the carcasses of decaying fish, and of other
There you go,
less
cheese, fishes
describable
for you.
things which I saw protruding from the nasty mud of the unending plain. Perhaps I should not hope to convey in mere words the unutterable hideousness that can dwell in absolute silence and barren immensity. There was nothing within hearing, and nothing in sight, save a vast reach of black slime. Yet the very completeness of the stillness and the homogeneity of the landscape oppressed me with a nauseating fear. The sun was blazing down from a sky which seemed to me almost black in its cloudless cruelty, as though reflecting the inky marsh beneath my feet.
What a lovely place. Dagon seems to be inspired by Fish Head, a short novel by Irvin's S. Cope about unnatural affinities between a hybrid idiot and the strange fish of an isolated lake, supernatural horror in literature H.P. Lovecraft, and Lovecraft's dream about the strange island emerging from the ocean and him crawling in the ooze that covered its surface. I dreamed that whole hideous crawl and can yet feel the ooze sucking me down. In defense of Dagon, H.P. Lovecraft. Lovecraft's interest in the topic stemmed from his aversion to fish and sea smells. In his own words, I have hated fish and feared the sea and everything connected with it since I was 2 years old. But I cannot recall what earlier experience gave me such a profound and lasting aversion to the sea and seafood. The Dweller in Darkness, Lovecraft, 1927, Donald Wondery. Are you back? Welcome back. Fucking debt collectors. What do they want? But yes, welcome back.
As I crawled into the stranded boat, I realized that only one theory could explain my position. Through some unprecedented volcanic upheaval, a portion of the ocean floor must have been thrown to the surface, exposing regions for which innumerable millions of years had lain hidden under unfathomable watery depths. So great was the extent of the new land which had risen beneath me that I could not detect the faintest noise of the surging ocean, straining my ears as I might. Nor were there any seafowl to prey upon the dead things.
Volcanic eruptions sometimes result in the creation of islands. Most of them are transient and erode after some time, but some prove permanent. The floating pumice porous rock created when superheated. Pressurized rocks is ejected from volcano, can move across long distance and transport barnacles and macroalgae that cling to it. In 2001, rafts of pumice created during the eruption of a volcano near Tonga, Polynesia, eventually reached Australia. Be an OG and start collecting. Pyramid update to you.
For several
Somehow
hours
you
I
didn't
sat
pay at all
thinking
when you
or
visited
brooding in the
France last
boat,
year.
which
This
lay
was
upon
the
its
first
side
you
and
heard about
afforded
it,
a
but because
slight
it's been
shade
so
as the
long,
sun
an
moved
$8 toll
across the
became
heavens.
$180 toll. We'll be calling the Department of Transportation to fix this bullshit, because the letter you got yesterday was the first you heard about it. Well, that sounds... I really hope that you get to resolve it, because yeah, that's what the fuck. Oh, by the way, you have this, but we didn't tell you before.
As the day progressed, the ground lost some of its stickiness and seemed likely to dry sufficiently for traveling
Level hope
purposes
of
in a
getting any
short
of your money
time.
back.
That night I slept but little, and the next day I made for myself a pack containing food and water, preparatory to an overland journey in search of the vanished sea and possible rescue. On the third morning, I found the soil dry enough to walk upon with ease. The odor of the fish was maddening, but I was too much concerned with graver things to mind so slight an evil, and set out boldly for an unknown goal.
Also want to know a fun fact about Dagon? Yes, please.
All day I forged
Welcome back.
steadily westward, guided by a faraway hummock which rose higher than any other elevation on the rolling desert.
Mr. Way!
That night I encamped, and on the following day still travelled toward the hummock, though that object seemed scarcely nearer than when I had first espied it.
Dagon was actually a real god. You believe he was Mesopotamian, but you could be wrong. And one of the earliest depictions of him is
By the
of a
fourth
man
evening,
with a
I
lower
attained the
body
base
of a
of the
fish.
mound, which turned out to be much higher than it had appeared from a distance.
This was also the first depiction of what we now call mer people. Dagon was the first merman. Okay.
An intervening valley
cool.
setting it out in sharper relief from the general surface. Too weary to ascend, I slept in the shadow of the hill. I know not why my dreams were so wild that night, but ere the waning and fantastically gibbous moon had risen far above the eastern plain, I was awake in a cold perspiration, determined to sleep no more. Such visions as I had experienced were too much for me to endure again. And in the glow of the moon I saw how unwise I had been to travel by day. Without the glare of the parching sun, my journey would have cost me less energy. Indeed, I now felt quite able to perform the ascent which had deterred me at sunset. Picking up my pack, I started for the crest of the eminence.
Contrary to popular opinion, Lovecraft was not an even frowning, eccentric, grumpy loner. He considered himself to be a person who appreciated humor. Moreover, he would often meet with friends in his apartment or at various cafes in Brooklyn and Manhattan. At times, his social life was so intensive, his work would suffer for months. There was a point when he finally decided he needed to put an end to daily meetings and loitering in New York cafeterias, and resorted to hiding at home and reading with the main room light turned off, pretending he wasn't there whenever a friend knocked on his door. He also had another method of deterring his quests, which involved greeting them in a bathrobe, with an unmade bed visible in the background and piles of papers scattered across the floor. Okay.
I have said that the unbroken monotony of the rolling plain was a source of vague horror to me. But I think my horror was greater when I gained the summit of the mound and looked down the other side into an immeasurable pit or canyon, whose black recesses the moon had not yet soared high enough to illumine. I felt myself on the edge of the world, peering over the rim into a fathomless chaos of eternal night. Through my terror ran curious reminiscences of Paradise Lost, and of Satan's hideous climb through the unfashioned realms of darkness. As the moon climbed higher in the sky, I began to see that the slopes of the valley were not quite so perpendicular as I had imagined. Ledges and outcroppings of rock afforded fairly easy footholds for a descent, whilst after a drop of only a few hundred feet, the declivity became very gradual.
Good to go. Have a great rest of your storm, Queen. Thank you for stopping by, Tarna.
Urged on
Appreciate
by
it. Have a
an
lovely
impulse
birthday.
which I
Hopefully we'll
cannot
see you
definitely
on
analyze, I
later today
scrambled
again
with difficulty
or
down the
on
rocks and stood
Friday.
on the gentler slope beneath, gazing into the Stygian deeps, where no light had yet penetrated. All at once, my attention was captured by a vast and singular object on the opposite slope, which rose steeply about 100 yards ahead of me. An object that gleamed whitely in the newly bestowed rays of the ascending moon. That it was merely a gigantic piece of stone, I soon assured myself. But I was conscious of a distinct impression that its contour and position were not altogether the work of nature. A closer scrutiny filled me with sensations I cannot express. For despite its enormous magnitude, and its position in an abyss which had yawned at the bottom of the sea since the world was young, I perceived beyond a doubt that the strange object was a well-shaped monolith, whose massive bulk had known the workmanship and perhaps the worship of living and thinking creatures. Dazed and frightened, yet not without a certain thrill of the scientist's or archaeologist's delight, I examined my surroundings more closely.
Where is all the loot? The loot.
The moon, now near the zenith, shone weirdly and vividly above the towering steeps that hemmed in the chasm, and revealed the fact that a far-flung body of water flowed at the bottom, winding out of sight in both directions and almost lapping my feet as I stood on the slope. Across the chasm, the wavelets washed the base of the Cyclopean monolith, on whose surface I could now trace both inscriptions and crude sculptures.
I don't think there is anything extra.
The writing was in a system of hieroglyphics unknown to me and unlike anything I'd ever seen in books, consisting for the most part of conventionalized aquatic symbols such as fishes, eels, octopi, crustaceans, mollusks, whales, and the like. Several characters obviously represented marine things which are unknown to the modern world. but whose decomposing forms I had observed on the ocean-risen plain. It was the pictorial carving, however, that did most to hold me spellbound.
Storytelling methods. Dagon contains many themes and storytelling methods that Lovecraft developed in his later works, such as telling the story through carvings at the Mountains of Madness, the Nameless City, journals and characters' notes, the Shadow Out of Time, the Haunted of the Dark, islands emerging from the ocean, the Call of Cthulhu, or fictional beings and deities based on real events and mythologies. May go into Whisperer in Darkness. It's also considered the origin of the popular Cthulhu mythos. Some of the Lovecraft's other stories also conclude in a manner similar to Dagon, but let's skip the details in order not to spoil the ending.
Plainly visible across the intervening water, on account of their enormous size, were an array of bas-reliefs whose subjects would have excited the envy of a doré. I think that these things were supposed to depict men, at least a certain sort of men, though the creatures were shown disporting like fishes in the waters of some marine grotto, or paying homage at some monolithic shrine which appeared to be under the waves as well. Of their faces and forms I dare not speak in detail, for the mere remembrance makes me grow faint, grotesque beyond the imagination of a Poe or a Bulwer. They were damnably human in general outline, despite webbed hands and feet, shockingly wide and flabby lips, glassy, bulging eyes, and other features less pleasant to recall. Curiously enough, they seemed to have been chiseled badly out of proportion with their scenic background. For one of the creatures was shown in the act of killing a whale, represented as but little larger than himself.
Poor whale.
I remarked, as I say, their grotesqueness and strange size, but in a moment decided that they were merely the imaginary gods of some primitive fishing or seafaring tribe. Some tribe whose last descendant had perished eras before the first ancestor of the Piltdown or Neanderthal man was born.
Where is Cheeseman? We are finally
Awestruck
reading
at
about
this
the fish that he has
unexpected
been
glimpse
wanting
into
to
a
us
past
to read.
beyond the conception of the most daring anthropologist, I stood musing whilst the moon cast queer reflections on the silent channel before me. Then, suddenly, I saw it. With only a slight churning to mark its rise to the surface, the thing slid into view above the dark waters. Polyphemus-like and loathsome, it darted like a stupendous monster of nightmares to the monolith, about which it flung its gigantic scaly arms, the while it bowed its hideous head and gave vent to certain measured sounds. I think I went mad then. Of my frantic ascent of the sloping cliff, and of my delirious journey back to the stranded boat, I remember little.
Also, it's interesting that at that point he finally thought that he went mad, and not like when he saw the ocean turned upside down that it would be like, oh fuck, I'm in sea.
I believe I sang a great deal and laughed oddly when I
fair.
was unable to sing.
Being some bad meat. Ah, true.
I have indistinct recollections of a great storm sometime after I reached the boat. At any rate, I know that I heard pearls of thunder and other tones which nature utters only in her wildest moods. When I came out of the shadows, I was in a San Francisco hospital. Brought thither by the captain of the American ship which had picked up my boat in mid-ocean. In my delirium, I had said much, but found that my words had been given scant attention. Of any land upheaval in the Pacific, my rescuers knew nothing.
Or some bad mushrooms could be.
Nor did I deem it necessary to insist upon a thing which I knew they could not believe.
Lovecraft was a prominent figure in the world of amateur journalism in 1915. He started publishing his own journal called The Conservative, which included political and social commentary, poetry, short stories, and literary criticism written by him and other authors. Howard was a skilled wordsmith, but he also took criticism to heart, which resulted in his decision to step away from writing poetry and concentrate on weird fiction. Again, for the first time since his teenage years, Dagon, published in 1919, is one of the short stories written during that period. In this excerpt from The Conservative, the master of horror fiction explains his attitude towards warfare and the idea of world peace. Why any sane human being can believe in the possibility of universal peace is more than the Conservative can fathom. Should the entire civilized world agree simultaneously to disarm one or more nations, would undoubtedly retain secret armaments, and at the proper time take advantage of their more altruistic and less astute contemporaries in a wild career of conquest against unarmed victims. No country is or ever can be above warfare until the basic impulses of the human animal shall have miraculously changed. That sounded
Once
like
I
my
sought out a celebrated ethnologist and amused him with peculiar questions regarding the ancient Philistine legend of Dagon, the fish god.
Dagon was the main deity of the Philistines, worshipped throughout the Middle East. As the ancient god of fertility and crops in Hebrew, the word Dagon was a common known for grain. The rulers of Akkad, Mesopotamia, chose him as the patron saint of their war conquest. He also appeared as the judge of the deed in the Assyrian poem and the underworld person warder in one of the Babylonian texts. I think this is what you are talking about it, Music Man. This is up. Oh, he's kind of right about that. He's often mistakenly taken for a fish god due to the wrong interpretation of his name, as in Hebrew the word dag means fish. In H.P. Lovecraft's work, Dagon is an underwater deity ruling over the deep ones, a humanoid race with fish traits that resonates into oceans. He's worshipped by a secret cult called the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
But soon perceiving that he was hopelessly conventional,
Also,
I did not press my inquiries.
it's an awesome memory though, not gonna lie. Lovecraft's attempt to find a job in 1925 were influenced by advice he received from friends. Among others, he started freelancing for a marketing magazine, where he would write announcements and commercials. Feel free to judge his copywriting skills for yourself. From an ad for Curtis Woodwork. Curtis Woodwork embraces both the usual structural units and the cleverest contrivances of built-in or permanent furniture, such as bookcases, dresses, cupboards, and cupboards. Every model is conceived and created with the purest art, ripest scholarship, and mellowest craftsmanship which energetic enterprise can command, and made to conform rigidly to the architecture of each particular type of home. Cost considering the quality is amazingly low, and a trademark on the individual pieces prevents any substitution by careless contractors. Lovecraft Studies, Volume 7, Number 1, H.P. Lovecraft, Esteem Joshi. August Derleth was an American writer and anthologist. He also befriended Lovecraft and published many of his works throughout his company Arkham House. Although he greatly contributed to the popularization of the author's works, after his death he is surrounded by numerous controversies. One of his most questionable decisions involved introducing the good versus evil doctrine. Their left was a devout Catholic to the Cthulhu mythos, which contrasted with Lovecraft's view of the world, and his approach to cosmic horror. As a result, the author's work are often misunderstood and misinterpreted to today's culture. This is also worth noting that Lovecraft was never really interested in creating a mythology, and the term Cthulhu mythos was coined by Derleth after the author left the mortal plane. You're really glad they included that in the game. Mm-hmm. That is pretty nice info about it. Hi Elven Delusion, how are you today? Hello from Germany. This was such a good game as visual walkthrough novel. Yeah, it is. I'm not a fan of visual walkthroughs or visual novels usually, but I do like this one. It's interesting, plus it tells pretty nice info about Lovecraft's work, or at least some of it. Yes, how are you today? GG getting
It
all
is
our
at
changed.
night, especially when the moon is gibbous and waning, that I see the thing. I tried morphine, but the drug has given only transient surcease and has drawn me into its clutches as a hopeless slave. So now I am to end it all, having written a full account for the information or the contemptuous amusement of my fellow men.
Lovecraft hated tobacco, even though he used to smoke when he was 12, in order to look and feel like an adult. In his correspondence with friend Reinhard Kleiner, he claims that he quit as soon as he started wearing long pants. He also had a very strong opinion about alcohol, as evidenced by his letter to Zealia Brown, dated 13th February 1928. As for the matter of drinking, I have never tasted intoxicating liquor and never intend to. Having a strong aesthetic disgust at anything which blunt or coarsens the delicate natural equipoise of the evolved human intelligent imagination. Drinking excited my personal repugnance. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Hence, I don't drink. Let the herd do what they will. I'm rather in favor of prohibition. The prohibition of any one antisocial force as well as any of the. Lovely. You well, just saw you on recommendation and choose to come hang out. Well, I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Today is gonna be a slightly different streaming day for the most of the days that I stream, so it's we plan to do a co-op stream later today. So basically at some point I'll take a couple of hours break and then I will be back online maybe 9 or 10 p.m. my time, and we're gonna stream probably 2 hours forward with Skeleton. I think it was Inside Backrooms or Escape from Backrooms. You know, one of those Backrooms games, I think. It's been a while since we streamed together last time, so one of those games, I assume.
Often, I ask myself if it could not all have been a pure phantasm. A mere freak of fever as I lay sun-stricken and raving in the open boat after my escape from the German man of war. This I ask myself, but ever does there come before me a hideously vivid vision in reply. I cannot think of the deep sea without shuddering at the nameless things that may at this very moment be crawling and floundering on its slimy bed,
This melts
worshipping
my
their
PC.
ancient stone idols and carving their own detestable likenesses on submarine obelisks of water-soaked granite. I dream of a day when they may rise above the billows to drag down
Nice
into
fun
their
games to
reeking
watch, especially if
talons
people are
the
jumpy.
remnants of puny, war-exhausted mankind.
Yeah, that I got to say, you might be in the wrong place. I'm not exactly jumpy. I don't get scared by jump scares. I get scared by the fucking fire alarm that has been scaring me the whole day. But anything else is...
Of a day when the land shall sink and the dark ocean shall ascend amidst universal pandemonium. The end is near.
To be honest, those fire alarms are very shrill. You get that? Yep, Like the scary things in life are doorbell, fire alarms, and phone calls. Horror games are chill. Horror games
I
are
hear a
relaxing.
noise at the door, as of some immense slippery body lumbering against it.
No extra stuff, I see.
It shall not find me. God, that hand! The window! The window!
Oh, there is more of this? Lovely. But yeah, this one is pretty nice, and I do like it how it gives you some extra info about it if you're not familiar with the Lovecraft's work. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, so it's like DLC then. I need to get these ones as well, those seem interesting. That was pretty cool. Full of madness. Wait, there is shit ton of these. Okay, well, I didn't know they exist since I usually don't play anything like Trivial freaking, what the fuck is it called? Those. Visual novels type of games, so. How is this horror? Castle full of cats is horror according to this, like, sure. Trying to think if I have any other short horror games still left that we haven't played today that could be possibly completed in an hour, maybe. Sounds like I did notice that now that I have been online 5 days in a row, I'm slightly, how would I say it? Slightly more tired than usual. I guess if I wouldn't otherwise, but like, I don't know. It still seems to get to me that I don't like take the 1 day break in the middle of it. I feel like that keeps my mental health in a better condition if I do. Way better condition. Also, we haven't played Alien Isolation for 2 years. So we got to make a replay of that in a bit. I think. I'm kind of trying to save the Amnesia games until the... Oh, we already played them earlier this year. Like, I'm kind of trying to save them for the Spooktober so we could play them again in there. Especially since I'm still missing few achievements, which is like picked up every tinderbox in Amnesia The Dark Descent. That is annoying. That's a game you put in horror game succession that you wish was out now. I think you would like it. I will definitely look after that. So like three more achievements and we have 100% at this one. Do plan to do that. But most likely gonna happen October, I think. You play as a skateboarding cat. How is it horror? At least you think he skateboards. Okay. Sounds bad. Like, if it's horror, I'm scared for the cat already. We could also replay the chant. It wasn't exactly like super good when we played it, but could give it another try and see if we can get more out of it. Horror was one of the taxons too. Okay. Fair. I'll still definitely check it out, because why not? Demon within me. Oh yeah, it was the freaking game where I was really fucking lost because I couldn't figure out where the fuck are we supposed to go. There has been a lot of games that we have been playing. And then there is the freaking Michael Jackson thing. Escape from Iwoki. Where the freaking monster is just hee hee the whole freaking time. But I don't understand how the fuck we're supposed to be able to escape from it. It was something else. Oh, we played Evil Within. Yeah, just recently. I don't remember most of the stuff when we have played it, to be honest. Any idea what kind of game is Fears of Fathom? A Skeleton has apparently played it, so might have to ask from them. And now we are missing one achievement from the Finding Anastasia, which is like get a bad ending. So I take it we'll get it eventually. This one I do want to plan again. Plan. I do want to play again. I did like it. Wait, did you play Fatal Frame? We did play the Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater, but anything else I haven't played from the series. Just that one. Oh, they look really fun. There was part that was really fun, and then there was parts that were bullshit. But you know me, I usually hate the ending bosses, so that is always something fun. I'm missing a few achievements, it seems. So we could do that. Because I did like this one. It kind of reminded me of some Resident Evil game. It wasn't bad at all, so could do that. October. Yeah, I think I need to make a list of horror games that we will play on October so I don't end up playing them. Was it? No, I think Inside the Backrooms was the one that we played with Nemi, which means that it was... Where is it? Can't even see it. Escape the Backrooms with the skeleton then. You were hiding under tables trying to escape something. Yeah, that was the one that we were playing with the skeleton. How is... This isn't horror. Sure. I'm fucking sure. That... Okay. Don't think it's horror. Oh, and then there is a Moondown. I do need to get the final achievement, which is finish the game without dying. So that could be something we'll do in a possibly during the weekend, because I really do like this game and I like how it's so, what would I call it, like a different looking from a lot of games that we have played. Like it looks like it's hand drawn and made completely with charcoal or something like that. So we could play it. I like the talking goat heads. That as well. So we could play that as well. That's Bartum Artifacts. Ah, okay. Bartum Artifacts was this freaking confusing game where we had to do paintings and we were confused about the puzzles, like really fucking confused about the puzzles. There was a poor skeleton that got lit on fire. If you want the true horror experience, you have heard real life is quite terrifying. Hi Breakalek, how are you today? Yeah, that's why I try to avoid it with all costs. You know? Because I don't like it. Or you could just play Hooked on You for some true horror. Yeah, relationships. That's indeed very fucking scary, I do admit that. But no, I think we already got glance of the true horror today, which was the fire alarm, which is now worrying me. Because when was the last time when it made the horrible beep? So is it 1.5 hours? Or is it 1 hour? Or was it that the AC just did something? Because the AC is quite close to it. I don't know. Hi Lonesome, how are you today? If the battery is dying, it will slow down. Okay. But yes, it does scare me. Oh, and then there is this one. This one is free to play. A Finnish game. I think we have to figure out when we play that one. But it was free to play, and it apparently has some sort of Finnish mythology in there, but I don't know since I haven't played it yet. So it could also be something that we will be playing soon. What is this one? Doesn't say me anything. And then, well, more Cthulhu stuff. Play that one. Yes, how is Break-a-Leg today? How is today treating you? And Lonesome as well. $2020. Not sure if I want to go ever back to that game. Like the mechanics were so painful in it that. And it was back in that time when I still was panicking every time when I was playing games, so it was a disaster for me. But I do remember there was a puzzle where you were supposed to look at the TV and memorize where the monsters were. And then when you went to the puzzle with the memorize where the freaking monsters are, it's a mirror reflection of the TV screen that you show. So yeah, it became annoying. You have a System Shock? Apparently yes. I haven't played it though. Five Nights at Freddy's? No. I don't like that type of games. They are boring. Sauna time, see you again. Thank you for stopping by, Professor. I proceeded, enjoy the sauna. Hopefully we'll see you later again. Where was it? Yeah, System Shock 2. If you play System Shock, we prefer to have your brain melt. Lovely. Is it original one or remake version? I don't know. I really don't know. That's the OG. Okay, well then it's the OG. System Shock 2 doesn't have a remake. Okay. No way. Oh, I haven't played this one. Okay. Lots of mods to spruce it up and get it looking more modern. We'll think about that, as it doesn't really bother me if the game doesn't look super modern. Really doesn't. What's on stream? Yes. Yes, Dan. You playing the System Shock makes System Shock look better. I don't know what winter is meaning. Oh, and we could definitely replay this one. This one was good. Also, this one exactly looks like that the horror month never ended. Well, if you compare it to you, nah. Nah. Definitely no. You are quite a pretty. And yes, I'm trying to find an excuse to replay this one as well. Did like it. Just want your beard. Well, yes, but I can't grow beard. I have tried. Just play it. I could at some point, yeah. Because why not? It was good, and I really feel like promoting them more means more good games and so on, so on, so on. As it was a nice company that made it, or at least so far. I haven't heard anything evil from them, I think. Wait, did we already play this? Yeah, Lord. Can you dye your beard baby blue? Do it then. I can email you your beard. Hell yes, thank you. Not all streams have to include suffering, you know. What? What do you mean? Am I supposed to play games that are not meant for suffering? You should have saved the hair you shaved off when you cut off the majority of your beard. You could have made a good one out of it. Would have indeed. Not abandoned souls. Wait. I think it's made by possibly, if this is not by the Amiga games, it's made by the same person who made the game The Finding Anastasia, I think. You're saying you need an excuse to play a game rather than just enjoy this. I'm going to play it again. Fair. Though it was pain and suffering also in that game. Wonder how hard it is to dye beards. It depends on, I don't think it's extra hard, it just depends on the color that you're gonna use. So if you are trying to bleach it, it's gonna most likely be as pain in the ass as bleaching your hair. But if you're gonna dye it black, it's not gonna be that hard. And yes, I might have dyed at least one other person's beard. Well, it's ginger and white right now. So you could try with some pastel colors. Though I don't think it's the regular hair colors that work for it. So you might have to buy like a certain beard colors or something like that. Or the same stuff that can go to your eyebrows as well. Because like, well, it's more on your face type of thing. You may need to bleach it for that shade of blue, and the white may not take color. The ones you use would last forever. True. Yeah, the thing is like why I say that is because some of the hair colors are not okay to put in even on your eyebrows. Like they will react to your face differently than for your scalp. I don't remember what exactly was it, but some of them are like don't. They have a big label in there that don't use to dye your eyebrows or beard or something, which is like, do I really want to put this color in my hair then? I did not know that. It might be that it's not like labeled the same way in there, since we have all kinds of restrictions for everything in here. And I guess that is one of the ways how they are like, well, if you dye your eyebrows and your whole face is gonna be red, well, it's not our fault because we said don't use it. Could be. Sorry for asking, but can you watch trailer on Steam? I guess so. I'm just worried to watch trailers on stream because they might contain music and yeah, DMCA. But end of here, yes. Is there a specific trailer that you'd want me to see? Oh, no need to apologize, like, it's completely fine, ask away. Doesn't bother me at all. And yes, I do know there is a lot of other streamers who do watch trailers in stream. Be Happy Few is a horrible game. Dear Lord, it was a horrible game. Like, it started well, and I was like, oh my goodness, this seems like really interesting. Because the idea of them like eating pills to stay happy, and then when you don't take them, you see everything like creepy. Like the idea of it was really good, and then it was like just became boring, more and more boring, and it was like, oh my fucking god, make it stop. And then the second chapter started, and there was like, now it's a take care of baby simulator. You can't remember the game name. You think it was called Switchback Until Dawn? Oh, I have played it Until Dawn when it was on PlayStation 5. Yes. You don't know, man. The idea of it sounds too much Ara like. Can't be good. Plus, I got to say, it doesn't say quite a good things about the game if only 6.6% players have completed the whole game. And it's supposed to be a casual game. So, that did not make me happy. And a lot of the quests were just run from place A to place B, pick up something, run back from place B, place A, and or something similar. Not the original Until Dawn. The game name is Switchback Until Dawn. Oh, okay, let me check out if I can find it. Okay, well, at least my Steam doesn't seem to find it at all. So, okay. So, it doesn't work, at least for me. No, you are not talking random. Or even if we would be, that's fine. Completely fine.
Queen, it is time to hydrate.
Woo-hoo. But yes, I think it would be my time to disappear for a few hours. Go make something to eat and fight with the fire alarm. So I will be then ready to stream later today. Most likely Finnish time zone, 9 p.m. Something like that. I will let you know probably on Discord when I get the exact time. If I get the exact time. You think you'll be living in the shower until Saturday, literally melting. Relatable. Thanks for the stream, Q. See you soon. Yes, thanks for everyone who joined the stream today. I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for all the follows, the subscriptions, and the bits. And thank you overall for once again keeping the chat so positive. Really appreciate it. And yes, next stream will be in a couple of hours later today. So have a lovely rest of your day. Until then, maybe see you soon. Bye bye.